What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about um how to remain focused and how to stay focused on the things you're trying to get to in life, despite like not being around maybe like not being around the people who you really want to be around with. Like for example, like if you want to be around certain friendship groups, or like if you want to be in a certain relationship, or just certain people, right, in general, like you feel extremely connected to, but like for example you just can't seem to be around them, or like maybe you have certain desires when it comes to meeting like-minded people, or like you just really crave certain connections with people. It could be romantic and platonic, right? You know what I'm saying? um the best thing you could do, obviously have faith, obviously believe in yourself. It's always important to have a tunnel vision, but like more so like just know that like all the things you're experiencing, like it's temporary. I know it sounds corny. I know people may think like, oh, I know you guys hear this a lot, but it's true. Like for example, like if you're battling like codependency, or like just things in general like that, it's not easy, but the best thing you could do is just try to keep yourself occupied. Try to pursue things you enjoy doing. It could be anything. Like try to find a creative outlet so you can release your pain, or so you can release all that pent up emotions, right? So you got to. It could be through anything. It could be through career. It could be through hobbies. It could be through your passions. It could be anything. Try to keep yourself occupied, because the more you pursue on the things you like, the more occupied you'll be. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, like there's like certain people where like I'll meet online, and like I really feel connected to them. Like I really want to be around them, but like it's hard for me to detach from them, right? So it's like, and it sucks because like there are times where like I'll meet like-minded people, but it's like we can't even meet each other in person like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, online is cool too, but like we can interact online, but like there are times where like I desire like to meet people in person where I feel extremely connected to, like being in a romantic relationship like that, right? But I guess life is trying to like, I feel like life is trying to teach me how to like more so be independent, because all my life I never been in a in like intense relationships like that, platonic and friendships. So it's like I feel like at times God or the universe or life, my higher self or my spirit or life is really trying to test me in how to become independent, and how to like just live life to not alone necessarily, but to like live life like I had to be more independent. I had to be more like headstrong, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like there are times where like I feel like I had to battle my emotions versus my logic. So my logic says, hey, even though I love what I do, I love my career. Like it's like my logic is telling me, hey, I gotta focus on my career, even though I don't feel like doing it, or like not. And then well, yeah, not even with career, but like just anything in general. Like I don't feel like doing, but I have to do it. Is pretty much like being an adult. It's like growing up, where like you're forced to do things you don't want to do, but you know you have to do it. Like let's say for example, you're forced to make money, even though you don't like making. I mean, yeah, I mean everyone likes making money, but sometimes we gotta do things we don't want to do so we can make money, right? Or sometimes we gotta like, or if you have a car, sometimes you don't feel like putting gas on the car, or like let's say your car breaks down, and then you gotta fix your car, and growing up being an adult, you sometimes you just don't feel like doing that shit, right? But you just have to do it. So at times, I think one of the most challenging parts about being a human is trying to battle your emotions versus your logic, right? Because there are times where like, man, I just wish, I could like be in a romantic relationship, where like, man, I wish I could be around a like-minded friends, or like very deep soul connection bonds, but like it's like since I'm not having that, it's like I'm forced to kind of like, and I always daydream about stuff like that. So like I'm kind of forced to put my emotions to the side and to focus on the things that I guess matter, that will help me in the long term. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to your career, or like just stuff like that, or goals. You know what I'm saying? And and yeah, but it gets challenging because there are times where like I've dealt with past relationships, and it'll just end, and like me and that person will just break up, or things will end very abruptly, like without me like expecting it. And then there are times where I'm forced to pick myself back up, and this shit was hard, man. That shit was hard. But like growing up, like I didn't have like the best family, where like I feel connected to them like that. So growing up, it was always hard for me to like be around, like it's hard for me. Well, me, I can make friends, I can make connections, but more so like I never been around like like family like connections where like it's meaningful, it's very deep. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of bonds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But my life path number is six. I have a number six life path. So like, I think I did some research on it. So life path number six that involves like a strong house, like a strong family. So I think naturally I crave like a, what's the word? I crave like a family system or like a community in some way. So I really crave that shit. So like, but all my life is like I'm kind of forced to kind of put that to the side, and to focus on the stuff I need to get done so I could better my life, so I could set myself up for success in the future, pretty much. So it's hard. It's not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like a huge mental battle. It's like I'm always trying to battle my emotions and my logic. You know what I'm saying? And at times I'll be like daydreaming about like being around like-minded people, or like being in a relationship like that, and like happily ever after and stuff like that. But it's like I gotta use my logic and head back to reality, ground myself, and to look at things from look at things from a logical standpoint. Like, hey, I gotta focus on this. I gotta focus on that. I gotta stop daydreaming. I gotta stop wasting time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I don't want to waste my talents or my skills in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I'm all over the place, but yeah. But if you're watching this video, at times if you struggle with codependency, or like if you feel like life is not meeting your expectations, or life is not meeting your desires, or if you have certain desires involving people, or just involving emotions, like you always want to be in a relationship, or like you always want to be around like-minded friends when it comes to platonic relationships, but yeah, you you're not having those types of people around your life at the moment. Try to do your best on I'm not saying be more logical, but where life is forcing you to be logical and less emotional, try to put your emotions to the side. Not in a bad way, but more so like express the pain, express your emotions in a good way through your creative outlets, pretty much, and that will set you up for success, and you're able to get the things you want. The more successful you are, pretty much, by following your heart, um, you utilizing your passions through your pain, through your desires, and through things you always wanted, right? But you can't seem to have it, or like you can't seem to experience it, or you can't seem to manifest in your life. Try to experience all that pain and all that anger and frustrations to creative outlets, because all that is energy. So try to use energy in a more positive, directive way, pretty much. But hopefully that makes sense. I feel like I was kind of all over the place, but just try to battle that codependency. Try to use your pain and use it to your advantage, pretty much. Use that pain, transmute that shit into like your creative outlets, pretty much, so you can become great. And have a good one, and good luck to you. Peace.